ToaLegend, I am disappointed in you. You've betrayed me.
Alright, gamers, I think I've announced everywhere where I'm supposed to. Hello, everyone. Hi, Bronto. Thank you for the 21 months. That is almost 2 years. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I miss Cookie. Cookie, unfortunately, I think has work around this time. What's up, Shroomy? Hello, everyone. Hello, Lucille. Hello, TNT. Hello, Hafu Kojeb. Hi, Groomyo. How's it going, everyone? You're at work. The high use TNT's work. You use TNT more like exploited for labor TNT. Got him. Hello. Hello. Okay. I admit, I'm still kind of setting things up, so I'm gibberishing into the mic. Well, getting rained on all day. Yikes. Yikes. Well, at least you're staying hydrated, question mark? I think that's how that works. It's been very stormy. Okay, I'll be real. I love stormy vibes. Maybe because I'm just a homebody, so I like it when everybody else has to be too. But I like the storms. A couple flood warnings. That's not good. That actually enables nibble on screen, unfortunately. Oh, we don't need intense music. The stream started. We'll just do some chill music. Hello. Okay, so a few things to get through before we start gaming. First off, hi, hello. Welcome. It's me, your boy, ToaLegend. Coming at you live. I don't think I have COVID anymore. Or at least I'm not contagious because it's been, more than a week since I started. And so I'm just kind of in a coffee mood. Not like I want coffee, but like I am coughing a lot. I don't like coffee. So if I pause like this, if you hear that sound of that's me probably muting to cough. So heads up on that. Obama. Oh, Obama's in my chat. No way. It's Obama. Welcome to chat, Obama. Yeah, so if I'm coughing or sneezing or whatever, COVID from last week. But I'm mostly okay. That's why I'm back to using this mic. What other things? So I don't know how much I want to announce right now. I'm realizing. Maybe I'll wait to announce that. Soda. Okay. Yeah, speaking of soda, I got a Baja Blast because I was in a country that didn't have Baja Blast for too long, and then I got COVID and I couldn't get myself a Baja Blast, so I went out and I got myself a Baja Blast today. My address? Okay, One sec. Let me look up my address because I don't know where I'm staying actually right now. What is my address? It is... It is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. In case you were curious. Yeah. So yeah, if you no, that's where I live. My house isn't white, dude. I live in their walls. Me when the hacker tells me my address, I know where I live, silly. So true, dude. So true.
ToaLegend, I am disappointed in you. You've betrayed me.
Hawk! I can't count much higher. Dang. Real. Thank you, Hawk, for the 30 months. I think we have maybe like 2 people that can beat you right now. In length, so Hawk's a real one. Confirmed location. There's actually 2 different 1600 Pennsylvanias. Oh. Who asked? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I need to pause my own stream.
ToaLegend, I am disappointed in you. You've betrayed me.
Kojeb for 33 months. Oh, we got a hype train going. I love when I have like significant pauses in streams, because then we get we get hype trains. It's great. I should take longer hiatuses. No, I'm glad to be back. So okay, the plan for today, everybody, is I over the last winter sale, I bought a bunch of indie games as an excuse because they were on sale, right? I also got Spider-Man. I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man. That's actually why I was late to stream, because I was playing Spider-Man. But we got a lot of indie games, and I feel like as someone who works in the video game industry, it's a disservice that I've done to myself that I haven't played a lot of indie games. And so this is a good excuse for me to try out indie games, see some cool ideas.
ToaLegend, I am disappointed in you. You've betrayed me.
Oh, this hype train just keeps getting more and more hype. Thank you. As the lead developer of Muck. Yeah, that's me. Mm-hmm. Real? If I was hired to patch Muck and make it better, I would, yep, I would do it. That sounds like fun. I think Muck could be an amazing game, and it's just kind of a good game right now, you know? Did I know Twitch runs a massive deficit? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Bits. Hi, Lucille. Look at all those biddies. But yeah, so we're gonna start doing, I haven't come up with a segment name for it yet. Like, maybe indie introductions, indie game introductions, indie game showcases, indie...
ToaLegend, I am disappointed in you. You've betrayed me.
Hi, Lou. So apparently there was somebody challenging, being like, hey, whoever's got the highest month streak should hop into ToaLegend chat right now, right? We were just talking about... Dang. Okay, yeah, Lou's been here since day dot, so I think Lou is the king of month streak right now. Thank you, Lou, for 35 months. That's them. Indie Adventures. Back to work. Bye. Okay, so for anybody that didn't hear, we're gonna play some indie games. Oh, that launched immediately. Holy cow! I pressed the launch button. No delay. Let me. One sec. This is me pressing the launch button. 3, 2, 1.
ToaLegend, I am disappointed in you.
No,
you've betrayed me.
Okay, wait. no, that's somebody had subscribed. Oh, I can't quit. Okay, well. 32 months. Thank you, Cuban Crocodiles.
I will be the top bits donor.
Okay. You do that. Okay, wait. I was timing it, though. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. That's like a 2-second launch time. So it's really loud. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so let me switch over so that you guys can hopefully see the screen. Alright, game default. It's got some... Okay, it doesn't want to actually capture the screen. Okay, so we'll just share screen, I guess. Oh, well, thank you for the... I don't think that was an actual cheer. Did that cheer go through? Oh, thank you for the cheer. Sure.
IDK why it didn't work.
Alright, we'll just do this. That's not it. There we go. Okay, this is also the worst. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Okay, give me a sec. I'm just gonna adjust the volume at the windows above. That's better. Okay, today we're playing Cursor Blade is what I was getting at. Yeah, my Steam leaked. Sorry about that. I need to give more bits. Give me 10 minutes. Interesting thing to fight over, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, I don't know what we're doing, but I figure if I click how to play, I'm a nerd and lame, so I'm just not going to do that. Actually, let me switch. I can see more stats. Oh, rip, I hit the wrong button. Oh well. Anyways. Okay. So... Okay. I'm playing as a sword. Dodge spin. Okay. So what do I... Oh. Okay. So I am stabbing slimes with a sword. And I can choose... Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Lightning. Shuriken. Cactus. Ooh, I like cactus. Let's do cactus. Wow. Okay, so I'm assuming I take damage whenever I hit any of the munchy ones. So we don't go towards the glowy ones. I got a heart. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm vibing with this. What is this? Briefly. Okay. Adds 5 more rerolls. Shield. Blocks projectiles. Okay. Oh, I can choose a weapon. Okay. Are you naming a date where this massacre has happened before? What is happening in my chat? Chance to fire a laser that pierces through enemies. Ooh, sticky bomb. Chance to attach. Chance to add to deal triple damage. Let's do the laser gun. Sounds good to me. Oh. Okay. Ow. Okay, so I can... Oh, I died. Okay, this is more challenging than I thought. Oh, we got a hype emote. No spoiler. What do you mean no spoilers? It happened in 1940. What do you mean? What? Okay, so we're back to stabbing them again. That's okay. I'm good at stabbing. I did it. Chance for enemies to fire out quills on death. Sticky bomb. Leaves a fire trail that burns enemies. Ooh, I like that. Okay, and when I right click, I can like dodge away from ones that are trying to kill me. Okay. This is a very interesting game. I like how simple it is. Okay. Oh, look at my combo, dude. I'm comboing like crazy. Wear training mode on Twitch. Yeah. Choo choo. It's a lot of. Is that a microwave? Can you put a microwave in my chat? What the heck is this, Cuban? Okay. So I guess we're just playing a roguelike at this point, where I get to stab things. Ooh. Onion reduces max health is kind of nice. Let's do hearts drop more frequently. And then, ooh, I like shroom. Shrooms and flames are what I'm all about. You know, chat? This all comes down to how fast you can just move your mouse, is what I'm realizing. Look at me go, dude. Look at me go. It is you. You're helping me. That's so crazy. I've always wanted Toa to try a roguelike he's never done before. This is it. This is it. I also bought Hades a while back. I know it's not an indie game, but I do want to play that on stream too. There's a lot of games that I want to do on stream. Okay. Fire. Okay. But I already have fire. Ooh. Magma, is that different from fire? Alright, well, let's do fire and magma. Whoa. Murdered. Okay, we gotta get a weapon. Dead enemies to summon a ghost that attacks? Yes. Love doing shrooms. Hi, Tom. How's it going in chat? Oh, ghosts are friends. I keep getting that. Alright, let's do cactus. I like things that are near me. I like friends. Ah! I gotta get my friends somewhere, and if it's imaginary friends in video games, so be it. Let me go, dude. I'm so crazy. We are so back. You're so right. Caves of UUD. Okay. My hearts. Add 2 max hearts? Oh, apple for sure. And then weapon. Chance to throw a ninja star that bounces between enemies. Let's do that one. Okay. Oh, that's a lightning boy. Oh, I took damage though. I'm kind of crushing it though. Okay, so I think I know all of the weapons now, question mark. So let's do ninja stars. Or maybe I don't have all the weapons, but it only maybe gives me weapons that I can upgrade now. I'm kind of the best though. Larger size? Okay, Shroomy, I'm making you bigger. Big stab. So you should show the game you were working on at... Wait, Toa, you should show the game you are working on at your job on stream and tell us to buy it. I think I would want to get paid to do that. I also have a bit of news in regards to that. But... well, I guess we'll get to that. Anyways, bigger shroom. More shrooms, everybody. Ooh. Okay, I think I understand this game well enough to simply talk about things. So part of the reason why we're playing this game is because I thought, okay, well now I'm kind of maybe lying to myself. Give me some hearts, because I'm kind of dying over here.
How much do I have to pay to break your NDA?
To break my NDA? Ooh, couple million at this point, because I think they would sue me for anything. Random Toa fact. I guess this is how I'll discuss it. Deals damage to all enemies after taking damage. Ooh, interesting. Probably will need a shield or a magnet. Okay, we'll give magnet. And then I like the shrooms. Okay. So I have to concentrate a little bit, but okay, never mind. Okay, we're starting over. I don't think I can send millions through bits. Rip. Oh. Alright. Now that I kind of know what's going on, let's have a fun little discussion time. Lightning. So best way to introduce this, I suppose, is you know how there's a lot of tech layoffs going on right now? Well, unfortunately, I was in fact affected. Which I'm not upset about. It's like, how do I put it? Like, I am bummed because it means I'm without a job at the moment. But the company that I worked for did take care of me pretty well, and I have enough savings where I'm staying at. I'm not charged very much rent right now. No, okay, it's not Jover for Toa. Toa's gonna be okay. But it is gonna be a little interesting for the next bit. As I, just figure things out. That being said, it's an amazing job market right now. Yeah, thanks. Unfortunately, I would have to disagree a little bit. Job market has been bad for a while. I have not yet sent out any job applications, but part of it is because I'm kind of figuring out what actually I want to do. And I figure, I'm certainly not trying to use this space to vent, but I think this is a good spot to talk about certain things that might be important. Most of you guys are around my age, generally younger. And I think as you guys are experiencing college and getting into the career field, it might be nice to hear somebody kind of tell some experiences. So I'm not going to try and make this segment too long or too normal, especially as I have to concentrate to not die in this video game. I need to actually dodge more. Oh goodness. Okay, what's helpful? Double damage at the start? That's kind of crazy. Alright, bigger shroom. So, I will likely not vent here, but the other part is that I don't really have too much to vent. So when we're going to be restarting this game a lot. Grandpa Toa, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, my life is harder, and you guys just got to sometimes pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. I'm sure it'll work. What? I didn't think that's what that was going to happen. I didn't read it. Okay, so real talk. I guess we're going to do this as the Toa fact, but, ooh, I like that music. Yeah, I'll ask him for a firm handshake. I'm feeling so badly right now. I'm really bad at... Ooh, that might be nice. That's too early in the run. Ice, always ice. So I'm really bad at this game. Okay, so if I'm actually going to tell this story instead of getting distracted all this, I went to college for computer science. That's what I did. And when I went for computer science, I went specifically for game design. because there's certain parts of game design that I think could be used for more like, I guess, productive things. So the big thing is both of my parents are educators, right? And I noticed that I hated school, as most do, right? Where like it was really frustrating. I'm specifically someone who's not very good at memorizing things. I really struggle with just memorization. Logic stuff, super easy, but memorization, really hard. So, let's do Ghost. Okay, but anyways, yeah, the school do be mid. So I was like, well, as I'm studying for this microbiology exam, I'm like, how is it that microbiology is so hard to memorize, but like people can memorize an entire Pokédex in like less than a week, you know? Then I realized, oh, it's because it's fun. I was like, well, what if we just made the learning part of it fun, right? So I started looking into different games that are like educational and fun, and like there's not a lot that really bridge the gap. There's a ton of like typing games, for instance, and most of them are just kind of annoying and mid. And so I was like, well, I feel like people can do better. So I was like, okay, well, knowing this and knowing what I do know, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to study, I'm going to become a game dev, and then I'm going to make these games. That's what I'm going to do. I've decided it. It's going to work. I'm sure of it, right? So that was the whole plan. I didn't go into game dev because I had a passion for coding, although I enjoyed it, or the little amount that I had. I didn't go into it because it made a lot of money. In fact, I didn't realize that it was a profession that made a lot of money until I looked into it more in college. I went into it because I had a goal that I wanted to accomplish. And ghosts. Maybe we'll do this one. A star to attack enemies? I don't know what that means, but let's try it out. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. It's difficult at times. So anyways, flash forward. I get through college. Last year is hell, but otherwise I enjoy game development college. And I'm like, cool. I'm going to get a job in industry, and I'm sure I'm going to love it because I like game development. It's cool. And the first job I got took me like 6 months to actually get, but it was just an indie development position. And it was okay. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't, I didn't feel like I actually really knew what I was doing, which was a big frustration for me. So, oh, I'm getting close. Whoa, wait. No, I thought I could quickly do it. I was not good enough. All right, run it back. Okay, but anyways, I work at that company for a while. And then literally 3 weeks before the company had to shut down, I got offered my last job, which was also, is Nibblecam working? I'm just realizing. Oh, Nibblecam is working. Okay. I need to take off the Christmas hat though. Anyways, so I had the last job, and it paid a lot better, like a lot better than the indie company. Both of the games that I worked on have been mobile games, and that's a field that I haven't really enjoyed as much. I think I would much prefer to play or work on games that I'm more likely to play. But it hasn't been the worst either. But when I was let go of this past job, it wasn't anything that... The nice thing was, it wasn't anything that I had done that led me to being let go. I was just let go. And now I'm at a weird spot where I'm like, okay, I gotta look for a job. I have a lot more in savings than I did after my last job. In fact, for anybody wanting to get into game development, indie companies are fun to work for, but they do not pay very much. And if you want like a real factor as to like, when I worked at this last company, which was not an indie company, I made more in like 4 months than I did the entirety of the year prior. That is the difference between indie and AAA. It's a bit much. So, with all that being said, now I'm at a spot where I don't have an outside job. Technically, funny enough, Twitch is the highest paying job that I have right now. Which is an interesting thing to think about. But overall, I think something that you guys might take away from this is feel free to switch jobs. Like, I don't know, but this past job has been really good to me, but I'll admit it's been draining because I feel like I'm not actually getting anywhere. Like my skills as a developer haven't really gone anywhere. I feel like I'm not actually contributing. And so right now, kind of taking a bit of a break, but I'm not really upset about it. I'm kind of looking forward to. Yeah. So, suffice it to say, it's okay to be fired sometimes. Big long rant over. But yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. And it's okay to not really know what you want yet, I think. I think I'm figuring it out. And I'm like, 1 foot in the grave at the age of 25. Thoughts on Pal World? It's not really a game that interests me, but I'm glad that Pokemon has some competition, is all I'm gonna say. Like it looks like for people that like creature taming, capturing, fighting, it looks like it's fun. And for people that like the survival style games, it looks like it's fun. And then it seems to stand out on its own as something that's just quite entertaining in general. Whoa, lightning. Am I supposed to just like whittle them down? I kind of just like stab and hope. And that's been my best strategy. Pivot into content creation. What could go wrong? Right, nothing could. Part of me is a little bit to some degree because now is like the first time in forever where I feel like I can actually just sit down and edit a little bit. And so what I've been doing is I have been spending more time editing just because, like, regardless of if I get a new job, it'll probably be at least a month out before I do. And I just want to get this Schlibble, like, behind the scenes video done, and it's taking a long time. So right now it feels as though it's my full-time job just because I'm doing it so much. But yeah. I will say being laid off is a lot better when they give you a little bit of severance. Although after hearing about what was it, Riot, that got like all the Riot employees that got laid off got like 6 months severance. That's awesome. I wish I got 6 months severance. I got like 2 weeks. I'm a high school student and I like working with computers, and your rant makes me feel better about my future. Yay. Yeah, I also think the industry is going to change a lot. If you want to go into computer science, there's a lot of good fields. If you want to go into game programming, I hope you like it. I think that's the big thing. If you like programming, if you like software development, I think you'll like game programming. Yeah, I think so too. I think I was reading through the Discord, which I'm trying to be a lot more active in. I was reading through Vent Chat, and normally I don't talk about Vent Chat on stream, but I think there's some wisdom that I found in there, and I think Use TNT said it best that you know, sometimes in life it feels like I'm driving, and sometimes it feels like life is driving itself. But honestly, sometimes life is just a better driver than I am. And that's okay. So there's this cool indie game called Bionicle Mask of Power Legacy you could add to the series. I want to do the Bionicle games that kind of on their own. The biggest thing is I feel like I just want to like I don't want that experience to like not be perfect. I've set myself up for failure by this, but I just want it to be so perfect. Why do some of these have mustaches? Do we know? Do you think they deal extra damage? They have like the like father-like reflexes, so they do more damage or something. Oh, maybe they come with a belt. Oh, been fun so far. I think one thing, okay, real talk, one thing that I've been wanting to do for a while is actually just fully go through and make a game all on my own, just like start to finish. And we kind of started that like 2 years ago on the channel, but it might be something that I bring back, just because I think I want to just make a full game. Like, nothing crazy, but like a game like this, right, is straightforward and looks fun.
At Shroomies Mushroom want to beat my score.
Goodness. Oh, we got 420 biddies. That's kind of a funny number is the thing. I appreciate that you got exactly to 420. SS14. Super Smash 14. Surely that's what it is, right? Get a rocket. I do feel kind of cool playing this game, I'll be honest. This game it makes my brain feel good. Gives the good chemicals in my brain. This is a solid one. Space Station 14, based off of Space Station 13. So, okay, explain to me what Space Station is about. That sounds interesting. Well, maybe we do more shuriken. Well, I think probably lightning's a good idea too. Let's make these guys first. Oh goodness, just became a bullet hell. Okay, we're good now. Oh, okay, one of you guys needs to drop a heart. You guys have been rude lately. I need a heart. Okay, I need another heart though. Okay, thank you. so good at this video game. Wisdom are jerks to the SS13 crowd bragging about the player count. A true role-playing game. You join a server, choose a job, and start playing. The goal is to get off the station alive, and every round there are antagonists that do not want the crew to leave. So they're like... So is this like a mogus? Is it like social deduction, kind of? But with more of an objective? Oh, that's good. So you've been coding for it? What kind of coding have you been doing for it? Like mods? I was hanging out with my friend who wants to get into your field of work. Found a website that gives random game ideas, and one of them was a horror game that forces them to learn math. Isn't that just... Oh, is it Baldi? Baldi's Basics? That's basically... I guess it only teaches you, like, a few things, though. Oh, ninjas move. Ooh. It was very creative. Because normally it doesn't matter where you put your cursor, but I like that I have to, like, really think about where I am on the screen. I appreciate this game. This is going to be a nice little idle game. You know, when you're just, like, talking to someone and you really want to pay attention to them, but your brain doesn't want to be bored. A good game for that. 50 to 60 people in a server? Dang. Okay, that's kind of cool. What's like the ratio of like imposter to regular? Ooh. Let's do adrenaline. That seems cool. And then maybe mushroom. I play Minesweeper when I do that. That's fair. I've been playing Suika game on my phone when I do that, but I'm kind of getting bored of Suika game. I'm just too good. I'm not. I can't get the second watermelon. I'm frustrated. I like to play as medic. You get to help and save people, but you're also the first to get bombed or destroyed. Oh, yeah, I know that's fair. That makes sense. I just shade a corner of the paper to focus. Okay, I've always been one of those students that like needs something to do. So most of the time when I was in school, I occupied my time with like taking notes. Taking notes became a bit of a game in and of itself because it was like I was chronicling the class. Because again, terrible memory, the bad rememberer. I need a heart. If you guys would just drop a heart, that would be a bit poggers. I need a heart, everybody. Are you gonna drop a heart? Oh, I could just do this. See, the mushroom gang is kind of pog. Thank you specifically to Shroomy Mushroom for delivering me all of these kills. Usually only 2 to 5. Oh, interesting. Main paramedic. It's so fun just running around. Overdosing people. Yeah, I used to always take notes, and then in like the margins of my notebook, I would draw like swords. I kept on trying to reinvent the sword, but like when you think about it, the sword's kind of a very... There's a reason why the sword existed for so long in so many ways. It's because it's kind of, as far as like melee weapons, the sword is it's kind of one of the most versatile things. You can do a lot with a sword. Obviously, like spears and stuff exist too, but like, oh goodness, still only have 1 heart. Did I just make another? No, I would do like I would do like weird shapes for swords to see if like in my brain if I could make a sword that would be better at taking out other people with swords, or like a sword with like a gun attachment, you know? Things like that. Let's make shroom bigger. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Okay, not so great. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We have to kill the shooty boys. The shooty boys hurt. We're so good at this video game. Maybe Shuriken. Shuriken's kind of odd. Lasers? I don't like that guy. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Enough of that. Nope, okay. There we go. Sword evolved into the perfect shape, and each civilization found the best sword for their fighting style. It's so true, though, you know? Because there's some cool-looking swords out there. I think, personally, my preference generally leans towards, like, asymmetric swords. Like, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, like, I like Sting, right? But I love the Orcrist. Like, it just... single-bladed weapons, so cool. Even though double-bladed weapons are probably a little bit more versatile, I'll take a katana over a claymore most days of the week. I feel like the ninja star is just goated, dude. You know? What the frick did you just swing at me? Does this dude have a medieval flail? How? I am kind of jamming out though. Rapier? Okay, I can vibe with a rapier. I kind of like, you know the what are they called? The like Egyptian blades. Those things are sick, dude. I think that would be my favorite kind of sword. I learned how to use a katana. Ooh, revive with 1 heart on death. Alarm clock. I think alarm clock is kind of hog. Ooh, I can max out Shuriken though. What? There's dragons. Oh, dragons are hard to kill with my little sword blade. Oh, but I did it because I'm cool. Need more lightning. Lightning sounds good. Oh, it's a lot of mustachioed, man. Okay, right now we're just gonna make these guys. No. No. When they turn into the little guys, that makes it very hard. Oh, I love roguelikes. Dragons have invaded Dave and Buster's. So true. Can't kill me if I just stay away from them. Make Shroomy Mushroom do all my damage. So there's a video out in the world of me using a katana to cut through one of the like rolled up carpet things, and there's one video of me nailing it, and then that video got deleted though. But the one of me failing and getting my katana stuck in it, that one lives on, so that's super cool. Super happy about that. Circle. Yeah, this circle is Shroomy Mushroom. My mushroom circle. It's really weird how your brain works in this game, because you're like, oh, surely I can just swing my mouse cursor in there. How are none of you dropping a little heart for me? I need a little heart. I need a little heart in my chest hole so that I don't die next time one of you guys gets angry about me stabbing you. If you guys could just drop a little heart for me, that'd be great. They are kind of cute. I feel a little bit bad about stabbing them with my cursor. Oh, he got angry right as supposed to. Let's go! Alright, I think I buffed my shroom. Either shroom or lightning. Both lightning, actually. Oh, this is gonna be... Whoa! There's my end. Rip. We did really good, though. 21? That's crazy. That's like in 9 plus 10. Okay, speedrun. I have a few other indie games if we get bored of this one. I like the shuriken a lot. Cactus is also pretty pop. Oh, thank you for shouting out the Discord. Cuban knows his job in my chat. By his job, I mean his fully volunteer position to do the thing that the bot does. Moments after the bot does it. Why did I attack that one? I think I felt threatened, so I stabbed it. Bubble shield. I don't like these. I don't like these. I like the heart potion. I think that's the best one. What did you just put in my... The Gen 8 82 Gasm. Okay. Cool. How, Okay, chat. Over under, how many of you think I can get to level 22? My highest run so far, level 21. I think through the power of stabbing, I can succeed. These kind of suck. Let's do fire. Is that a bee that's chasing me? I just realized. So good, pull. Make a bet. Let me bet all my bets for big wins. Do I have any mods in chat right now? Wait, Lou, you have mod powers? Lou, can you make a poll in chat? Or not a poll, a prediction? Do you know how to make predictions? Lou, my moderator in chat. Chat, over under, do we think Lou can make the prediction? That's what the real bet is. Ooh, okay. I really am just jamming out to this music, though. So are you in mod view? That'll help. I'll tell you this right now. If you've never streamed in your life, mod view is pretty solid. Much better than even streamer view. Oh, projectile speed, that's kind of nice. We're gonna add more hearts though. I think this was a good strategy last time. It's to triple damage. The prediction, if I can beat my last score and make it to wave 4. Let's go. This is why I lose my mod. Triple damage, yeah. Though I do like cactus. I should have gotten cactus. Give me a win. Let's up. Up shroom by a level. Oh, look at the prediction. Let's go. I'm getting better at this game, chat. Thank you, Lou. Everybody in chat, go to chat right now and say, thank you, Lou. With that exact tone. You were too slow? Dang it, Rick. Perfect. Thank you, Cuban. That's the exact tone. It's like playing Risk of Rain, but you're only fighting goops. I'm kind of crushing it right now. I think... I like this one. I'm gonna go with this one. So I have 5k channel points running on you if you get to level 22. Oh. No pressure or anything. Oh, good. Alright. We've got investors in my success now. Ow, they attacked me. I really kind of just zone out on this game. Huh. Like, you know where you just kind of like blur your eyes and just focus on the whole screen all at once? Let all your other problems fade away as you just move your mouse cursor over these little happy blobs. That's what I'm doing right now. That combo of 26. Random toe effect. Okay. Okay. I got a really funny random toe effect. The funniest thing about my layoff, me being laid off, is technically one of my tasks. I had to create a user interface, and part of that user interface is hard-coded in a certain way that is technically a visual glitch, and nobody knows that. And so I kind of I'd been planning on fixing it, right? When I had the spare time, I was just gonna go ahead and do that. But I kind of just I didn't do it is the thing. And so that's just in the game permanently. And nobody knows. Nobody's noticed. But it is visually, if you know it, it is very visually easy to see. That's all I'm gonna say. I am a really good person. Again, the players are not gonna notice this. This is something like nobody's even gonna report it, I think. Even if you did notice it, most people would not report it. But it is a funny visual error in the game that I created. Ethical gamer, yeah. Okay, well, to be fair, I worked for a pay-to-win game, so I think anything that I do that combats that part of the game is is very ethical. Deals 1 more slash damage for every 10 combo you have. Oh, I think at the start of the wave is nice. More slash for every 10 combo you have. Max 5 stacks. I like the alarm clock, but I don't know. Target fire magma. gonna suck. Let's do target though. Yeah, so that being said, chat, if you see any job openings, email me at ToaLegend, the cool guy, 420blazeit at hotmail.yahoo.com. Just send them my way right there. Thank you guys. Best types of mobile games are the ones that you can watch ads to get a leg up. I guess I would argue that the best kind of mobile games have minimal ads and are mostly gameplay and are not MMOs. I don't know. I think maybe this is just a me thing. I like games that are just nice and sweet, and you know, you don't have to worry about like other people as much. I don't know. I was always a little bit intrigued why people played the game that I made. Not because it was particularly a bad game, but it wasn't a game that I would have seen and been like, oh, I really want to play this. Especially knowing how much of a leg up you get by spending money. You know, it's one thing to be like, okay, you get more characters if you spend money, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. But that's just my personal preference. I would like to point out that I'm not affiliated with the thing that would illegal form your own opinions and play games that you like. Yeah. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Part of my old contract was that I had to like the game. I couldn't like talk bad about the game. I don't know if I'm under that contract anymore. I know I'm still under the NDA. You could still sue me for that, but you choose one item. I think all projectiles. Nice. We're at wave 18, chat. Fingers crossed. My favorite mobile games have no ads unless you choose to play an ad. Okay, you know what? I accept those. I think it's a clever way to get around free-to-play, but still let the developers make money. I accept that. Okay, there's dragons now. Okay, wave 19, everybody. I think we sure can. They are little angry balloon boys. Speaking of balloon boys, I rewatched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie recently. It's still a pretty solid movie, but I'll tell you this much: Peacock is a terrible streaming service. Every single time I open the app for it, I just think, wow, why am I paying for this? And I don't know the answer to that question. It's come in use because my dad wanted to watch a football game the other day, and I was like, okay, I mean, I can do that. I have Peacock, unfortunately. What they did was I wanted to watch, what's it called? Parks and Rec with a friend of mine, and it was only on Peacock. So I was like, okay, well, I'll watch it on Peacock, right? Thinking that makes sense. Oh, chat, I might be throwing. Okay, it's okay. Doing okay. Killing the... Okay. Okay, we need to watch for the projectiles. Okay, we're doing good. I'm hoping for a heart, please. Yes! Doing good, chat. No, I didn't watch sport with them. I did not watch. Didn't Peacock remove the continue watching tab? Yeah. In fact, I don't think they've ever had it. So anyways, I got Peacock because they had a deal where it was $20 for a year. And I was like, that's pretty solid. So we watched Parks and Rec on it with ads, mind you, paying to watch ads. Love it. And then they automatically renewed it. I forgot to cancel it, so I had to pay for a full other year. So I just have it for another year. I love pirating. By that you mean plundering ships, vessels, and other... Yeah. What else would you mean by that? Do sure, kid. Oh, goodness. Oh, dude, I'm crushing it. Hey, shoutouts to the believers, because you just won. Heck you, Cuban. Wave 22, baby! More adrenaline. Shield. Dumbbell. I think maybe adrenaline makes most sense. You want to do another prediction? Yeah, let's see if we can make it to 30. Let's do that. Thank you, Lou. Shout outs to Lou. Everybody say thanks, Lou, again in the same tone, but more tildes. Thank you. Let's do target. Okay, if you could stop swinging the... You just gotta kill the range boys first. I'm getting a lot better at this game. I literally just gotta wiggle a mouse. And I'm crushing it. Thank you guys. 123ships.com is my favorite place to plunder. Yeah. Alright, let's do Shuriken maybe? Yeah, Shuriken's been good to us. Alright, oh goodness me. Oh me, oh my. Okay, alright. That dude. Fight the dragon a little bit. Stab the knight. Okay, stay away from him. Oh goodness. Okay, the storm is gone. Now we gotta watch for the knight. Okay, we're good. Guys, I'm crushing it. Is Tom the only gambler? Rip. Alright, let's do lightning. Lightning's kind of insane. Like, look at that. Lightning is just unbelievable. This is great. I'm crushing it. Let's shroom it up. When has picking shrooms ever hurt anybody? That's what I'm saying. Guys, I'm so good at this game. 50k score? I got an achievement. Let's go. Okay. Now the real question is, I guess we do Halo since we're this far in. I think that's the responsible. Oh, Lou probably can't contribute. That's so sad. Okay, I got a little Halo now. Alright, let's max out our shrooms. Oh, goodness. Bro, Chain Lightning again. Insane. Let's max it out. Should have left one of those hearts just in case I got hit. Oh, dude, I'm definitely getting to 30. I should have. Next one will be 50. I think. I'm kind of popping off right now. Oh. Thank you for the bits.
How much do I need to pay you to lose this one?
Oh. Now we're metagaming. You know what? You couldn't pay me because I have integrity. Are you betting against me, Tom, now? I'm so sad. The answer is like a lot of money. I would take a lot. I'm unemployed now, so like if got a lot riding on this one. It was a misclick.
I got a lot of bits riding on this one.
Okay, what is
it
your?
It was a MISCLICK.
One sec. Okay, wait. What is your? How much did you bet? What is? How do I look up the prediction? Prediction. Okay, I'm looking at the prediction. You put 1,000 bits in? That's a lot of bits, my guy. Honestly, it's on you for not believing. I wish I could just like duck the responsibility and get a lot of money, but this is just on you for not believing in me. There's 10 on the other side. Who bet in response? Because that's funny. Oh, we can't see the game. Oh, rip. My bad. Well, I won that one. All or nothings. Dang. Onion, dice. I think onion, right? Last one, we'll say last one didn't count because you guys didn't see it, but yeah. I think at this point I've just won the game, right? Like there's no way I lose. Rip, dude. So who just got like 1,000 bits for free? That's so funny. Was that Lego? That's so good. Max out. All right, we'll do the next prediction to 50. That's so funny. Yeah, maybe you guys should believe in me a little bit more. But not all of you, or else it's not as funny. Let's do target's probably better. So good at this video game. Target again. Oh, okay. This is getting a little bit more difficult. I'll admit. The lightning just is so good, dude. Okay. Bubble shield, dumbbell. Bubble shield. Magnet's kind of nice. I don't even gamble. Can't gamble if you know the outcome, am I right? Bubble shield's kind of nice. Every 10 seconds. Kind of in between bubble shield and magnet right now. But I think we'll bubble shield it. We'll do target. Oh, I took damage. See, because if I have a bubble shield, I can just go get the hearts for free, you know? Okay, yeah, that was on me. Target. Max it out. Frick yeah, gamer. Oh, goodness. kind of crushed that. Alright, we'll do Magma. I would never vote against him, Toa 2024. Yeah, did you guys know I'm actually running for president? Could you imagine if this whole time I've been just like, it's been a ruse and I'm actually just Joe Biden? Like, I've just been Joe Biden this whole time. Like, yeah, I love Bionicle. I love video games. Hey, you guys should vote for Joe Biden, unrelated. Just be kind of crazy if he was in the White House again, you know? It's kind of crazy. All enemies after taking damage. Let's do shield. Why not? Let's have an orbiting shield. And we'll do magma. So I don't know if this game is possible to like win, but we're gonna sure as heck try. I don't know if this game is infinite. I'll take a loss. I don't need the bits. Toa can do it. Oh goodness. I think you could be Kamala. Yeah. Is my voice changer slipping? You guys can actually hear that I'm Kamala Harris. Bro, Kamala, my favorite Pokemon. For real, for real. More Magma. Oh, there's a boss. What do you do? That hurt. Dude, oh, okay. Okay, this guy hurts a lot. You guys might be right that I can't. Okay. I'm starting to doubt. Doubters might win. I don't know how much health he has. Okay, wait, I got this. Oh no. Do you think he drops a heart? I could really use a heart right now. You not, sir? Shoutouts to that one buff that I got that made everything slower. That's really helping a lot right now. Get freaking destroyed. Bone Nwit is what I got. Don't you dare lose. Let's go, dude. Alright, well, let's get some more magma, I guess. Okay, we're just back to normal now. Augers. Whoa. Okay, I need you guys to drop a heart. Thank you. Okay, Halo just brought me back. Oh no. My mouse keeps going off the screen. Chat. I need a heart. Like, stat. Okay, that guy's dead now. Okay, I need you to... Okay, now it's just these boys. I can deal with these boys. Ooh. That was intense. Ooh, okay. Rip the Halo, dude. You should do a gambling, poker stream at some point. I'm bad at poker. I'm okay with, like, blackjack, but, like, Texas Hold'em? No! I got too excited. The believers have lost. I've let the believers down. I'm so sorry, believers. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let me pull up the prediction. Oh no. You guys believed in me? Nobody. You just lost all their bits. Who put in 10? Did Lego just get like 3K bits again? Bro, that's funny. That's funny as frick, dude. Well, Lego's gonna hop in, take all of everybody's bits, and then dip. Love that. All right, do we run it again or do we switch games? What time is it? Like 11:30. Cool, while you're ahead. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Tom's been burned too many times. What game next? That's a good question. Okay, I did get a bunch of indie games. I don't know if it's worth saying, hey, we should spend 2 hours on each one, because that's my regular like stream length. Let's see what else I got that would be good for a short. I think most of them are pretty long is the thing. This is the only roguelike that I got. What would be next? I think everything else would take more time. I think we'll stick to just this one tonight. I think I've decided. Yeah. We'll run it back one more time, everybody. The goal to make it to level 50. I think we can do it. But yeah. So let's start the poll at 25. If anybody wants to take on the challenge, we are going to try and make it to 50 now. This is the goal for this game. So I think cactus has got to be the way to go, right? Cactus gives mushroom vibes. If I fail this run, we'll just do a react stream for the rest of the time. Okay. Yeah, heart potion is the way to go. Let's double up cactus. Oh, it actually does double the cactus. Oh, that's pog. Okay, yeah, cactus definitely has to be part of the build now. Fabled react stream. Either let's do shuriken. Shuriken's pog. Okay, then lightning for sure. Oh, we're kind of speedrunning now. All right, magma. He bited me. Rockets are so fast. I'll use some. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Let's go. Thank you for the Discord shout out again. Let's do. I want both of these is the thing. Let's do clover. Let's do ice, I think. Oh. Lightning. Magma. So chat, I've been getting into modding a lot recently. Specifically because of Lethal Company. But I got a lot of Risk of Rain 2 mods. So probably expect a Risk of Rain 2 stream soon. I think I got the mod where you can play with more than 4 people, and I really enjoy the chaos of that. So maybe I'll see if I can get more than 4 people on a stream to play Risk of Rain with me. That could be crazy. It is a really big can of worms. You're not wrong. I think we do Magma again. I really love this feeling you get of starting a game that's hard and then getting good at it, you know? I think it's great. Ooh, let's cactus it up. 3 cacti. The Triforce of Cactus. Cactforce. When you really think about it. Risk of Rain versus Rain World. Okay, Rain World is a different one. Risk of Rain is the roguelike that is. I play Risk of Rain too, I should say. But is third person. You collect items, you kill God, you know. Or Shurg or lightning. Let's do lightning. Rain World, I think, isn't that the one where you're the like weird ferret thing? Or cactus. Kind of getting very hurt. Nibble. Okay, so chat, I have a few ideas to run past you. Now that it's just the 6 of us. I don't even have Shroom yet? Bro, Shroom's gonna go crazy with Cactus. How much damage I do? We do Halo. Although, let's re-roll. I really want the one that slows them down. Snail. That's what I want. Do I cactus it up again? Let's get all the cacti. I just do so much damage with cactus, man. Whoa, that was a cool... Okay, so I have a few ideas, chat. But I'm just running past you guys, because you guys are the coolest. So, I want to get up to more streams per week. That's just something I want to do. But I don't know what times. Like, admittedly, a lot of right now, I'm spending time, you know, job seeking and stuff. So, it might change depending on what kind of job I get. But, I am looking into potentially getting more stream days. But like, let me ask it this way. If I did stream more than once a week, would you guys watch it? Or are you like, this is the only time I actually really care to watch ToaLegend stream content? 'Cause I'll be real, I'm not someone that watches a lot of stream content. I like my YouTube and my VODs and stuff a lot. Oh, this isn't good. I just gotta get to that part. Okay, we're okay. We're not okay. Stay over here. I love watching ToaLegend. Okay, thank you, Hafu. So if nothing else, I'll have Hafu. Probably weekend. I was thinking about weekend. Because just in general, like I stream Thursday nights, which, you know, I'm definitely cornering the market on. There's not a lot of people that dedicate themselves to Thursday nights of all times. But I do think like a not a Wednesday, but like a Saturday afternoon would be good. But the big thing is, weekends are also days that I want to do stuff on. I don't know. I do think Saturday is probably my best bet if I want an afternoon stream now. I will think more on this. Good shield. I think shield's pretty bog. Oh, do we cactus up or lightning up? They're all great. Let's do cactus. 6 cactus kind of goes insane. Okay, I need to be careful coming in. A little silly. Thought I was a goner for a second there. Can you give me a heart, please? Locks? Bro. I think we shroom it up. Catch 23. Is it bigger than the catch 22? Okay, we got a heart. That's good. Also, so I've been editing a lot of mostly the Schlibble behind the scenes stuff this week, and it's taking a long time because the edit is a lot more intense. But I've been really enjoying it and having a lot of fun because right now I'm going over I'm trying to explain Bionicle lore to people that don't care essentially right now, and it's really fun. It's kind of like, for anybody that watches Bionicle stuff, you probably have seen the Essinger videos where it's like the Bionicle advertisement narrator just saying the most messed up stuff, but it's technically lore accurate. It's got kind of those vibes of how I'm explaining it to how I'm explaining Bionicle to Schlatt viewers essentially. Okay, we have 2 hearts. Okay. 2 hearts is acceptable. Also, I keep disconnecting from chat. Has stream been okay? Just splice those memes. Honestly, so real. So real. Okay. Stabbing. I can reliably, it seems, get to wave 20. Which is great. Okay, so far so good. Stream seems good. All right, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I've even been thinking, okay, another idea to throw out to you guys, chat. Would you, because I know my stream time has always been really late. Would it be better to have, oh, one sec, let me concentrate. Would it be better to have a stream time? Would it be better to have a stream time that's earlier rather than late? We were doing good. Rip. Alright, well. I enjoyed that game a lot. I'm probably going to play that on my downtime. I wanted to stream it so that I could play it on my downtime. But that's fun. I like it, the game. Late makes it so there's no interruptions. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I think for every one of these indie introduction, we'll figure out a name for it. But I want to give a quick rundown of what I, from a game dev perspective, liked about it and a player perspective. So conceptually, it's just a good game. It's very straightforward. I knew from the beginning my cursor was a blade. That's pretty straightforward. There is a how to play section, but that's... Wait, can I buy a new blade? 500 to unlock. Can I unlock it? Start with more max hearts, deal less damage, abilities. I can unlock more blades. Oh, this is good. Okay, this is gonna make me want to play it more. Okay, I never used the dodge spin ability. I probably should have, but interesting. Okay, so if I buy this one too, I don't know what this one does, but it looks interesting. Slows enemy projectiles. The Aqua Blade. That's cool. Okay, so there is a like roguelite element where you get to use what you got to get more stuff. I like that. Even just like playing casually, right? If I load this up and just play, I can play and like think about other things, but I think the challenge is still there. Like I don't feel unchallenged by this game. Like I can casually have this conversation out loud talking to you guys without feeling like my brain is too otherwise occupied, but also not unoccupied. This is a good, like, I don't know, 20% of my brain being occupied right now, which is great. I like the level up system. I like that it limits the number of bonuses you can have, and I like that it has like these like helpful things as well as these like damaging things. I guess item versus weapons is pretty awesome. I do think there is a clear strategy that works better than others. Also, I don't know what my ability does. Stonewall. Oh, so I can just block myself in. Interesting. That's fascinating. All right. I like that. Conceptually, it's a good game, and I'm sure it probably didn't take too long to make. So shout outs to the dev. I like these games that are conceptually well done. And it's cool that like I like any game with a character select just in general. I think it's something that can be super simple but adds a lot to the game, because now it fundamentally changes how I'm playing this game. I have more hearts. I tend to like tankier characters. It's good. The other things that I like about it is that the difficulty scales really well. Let me just there we go. The difficulty scales really well. Like I feel like in these earlier stages, the first time getting past like level 21 or whatever was difficult. But the first few levels, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And the like level up system doesn't feel too bad. It is kind of unfortunate if you don't get what you want though. We'll just reduce that. The things that I don't like, I think sometimes when you have something like missiles, and I'll show you this. Oh, don't hide, don't make me hide. How dare you? Thank you, Lou, for the hydration. I do think the rockets, like if I show you the rockets can get a little bit it's hard to tell what's the enemies versus your own. So I think sometimes that can get a little bit old. Also, the first character's ability was kind of hard to use. But overall, I think this game is exactly what it was seeking to be, which is like it's a roguelike where you can spend all your focus and energy on, like I'm doing right now, or a game that you can kind of just play idly while you're waiting for your friends to decide what game they want to play with you, if you have friends. I think it's pretty solid. Okay, one sec. If I start again, I want to play with the Aqua Blade real quick to see how this works. What is my ability? Let me just stab all these guys. Good cactus. I did not build that wall. I need something with projectiles because I think my water ability works on projectiles. It's also just really straightforward, you know? A lot of games have a lot of mechanics in them. This is the purest mechanics. And I'll say this much for the controls. It's just moving your mouse. He has good controls. The control scheme is great. Let's not do that. Do that one. Get a bomb. I'm just grabbing different ones to test this out. Oh, that's fascinating. But it still damages me. Okay. And it only applies to the ones that are currently out. That's actually really nice. That's sick. Okay. I like it. Yeah. Overall, okay. As an indie game, let's actually... I'm going to check the Steam page for this real quick. I'm intrigued by it. Okay, so this was published... okay. This was published in 2023. It's got good reviews. It's pretty solid. What is the price for it? It's like $5. I think I got it on sale for like $2. And if I look at their developer, what has the developer done? They have only made this game, really. Oh, what the heck? What is Slayer Blade? Oh, okay. So it's just a combo of two of their games. Survivors of Dawn? What the frick? Okay, one sec. The Slayer Blade bundle. Book. Okay. Oh, goodness. This is a real bullet hell, huh? Bullet hells are interesting to me. Like roguelike bullet hells. Generally not my favorite. There's something to them that I like, but I think it's an oversaturated market. I think in general, I like this this cursor blade thing. I think they put in something that was new to a genre that is already very fleshed out. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a review of it's good. It's good. I don't know. I don't feel like a number score really works because it's so different from other games. I think there's maybe some small modifications, but I think for what it is, it's great. And I think it would also make for a really good mobile game. If I'm honest, I think it would be a good mobile game. Very good idle. But yeah. All right. Well, that's it for the game. We can probably do a little bit of React content if you guys want to do that. Do we have anything in the React Discord? Let's find out. Yippee! Let's get some music going too. While we figure out some React. React. Oh, there it is. Also, okay, while I'm thinking about it, let me take off Nibble's hat. That's the wrong scene. Nope. That must be an image. Goodbye, hat. There we go. Much better. Oh yeah, you guys have put a lot in there. Random telefact. Oh no. I went to Walmart today for the first time in like 3 months. And I got out of the house for the first time in 2 weeks because I had COVID. So that was a very fun adventure. And I drove for the first time in like 5 months, which was really bizarre. Because I visited some friends before I went to New Zealand. And then I ended up, not being able to drive in New Zealand. And then I got back here and now I have to drive on the right side of the road. And it's weird. It's weird, man. But yeah. Okay. How about we watch let's terraform Venus first. That's gonna be our first thing. My music just hate me. What the frick was that? Alright, it doesn't matter, but it kind of matters to me. So there's my random toe fact. I went to Walmart today for the first time ever. Not ever. Okay, we're watching terraforming, how to terraform Venus. Brought to you by Hafu. You gotta love the Mike Dablowski. What's up, Osaberry? We're react contenting now. Actually, let me switch my. Oh, we'll start the video.
Leaving Earth to find new homes in space is an old dream of humanity, and will sooner or later be necessary for our survival. The planet that gets the most attention is Mars, a small, toxic, and energy-poor planet that just about seems good enough for a colony of depressed humans huddled in underground cities.
So
but what
true.
if we think bigger? What if we take Venus, one of the most hostile and deadly places in the solar system, and turn it into a colony? Not by building lofty cloud cities, but by creating a proper second Earth. It might be easier than you think.
That's good, heroes.
Venus is by far the hottest planet in the solar system, with a surface temperature of 460 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. This heat is due to the most extreme greenhouse effect in the solar system. CO2 is great at trapping heat. Even a rise from 0.03% to 0.04% in Earth's atmosphere is heating up our planet right now.
So
Venus's
true.
atmosphere is 97% CO2.
Oh.
Also, Venus's atmosphere is 93
Gotta
times
get some
denser than
plants
Earth's.
over there.
Standing on Venus's surface would feel like taking a dive about 900 meters deep into the ocean. The pressure would kill you instantly. It's a truly horrible place.
I could survive
so
it.
why should we even bother?
I could
First
stand
and
it.
foremost, Venus is almost as big as Earth and has 90% of its surface gravity.
Yo.
Surface gravity is a big problem when colonizing the solar system because it's very likely that long stays in low-gravity places will have negative health effects.
I got a real question though. So this picture right here, right? We've got
surface
Earth and Mars not to scale. Why not? How big Earth versus Mars? One sec. We're gonna find out. Earth to Mars scale. Image. Like why couldn't he just do that? The land area of Africa is about the same as the total surface of the moon. That's good to know. But why couldn't he just... That looks about right. Whack. Anyways, continuing.
Gravity is a big problem when colonizing the solar system because it's very likely that long stays in low-gravity places will have negative health effects.
True.
Venus's size means it could be the second largest habitat in the solar system. A new home for billions of humans and trillions of animals,
so close to
with
the
oceans,
sun.
lush forests, and a beautiful blue
Have
sky.
water? Does Venus have
properly
water?
terraformed Venus may be the most pleasant place to live outside of Earth. While we can't exactly terraform Venus today, a slightly more ambitious future version of us could take this project on.
I could do it.
It will take a few generations to complete and be a huge challenge, like building the Great Pyramids was for our
I
ancestors.
bet you I could do it.
But then,
Give me like
it's
a
not
week
like humans have never started
and a
projects that
cave
took more
and a
than a
box of
lifetime to
scraps.
complete. Okay,
Got it.
let's do it. Before
we just
anything
take the
else,
water with
we
us.
need to
So
cool
true,
Venus
actually.
down and remove the gas that makes up the extremely heavy atmosphere. As mentioned, there's a lot of it. Around 465 million billion tons. How do we do that?
Well, but
There are a
okay.
few options.
Okay, there's a lot of CO2, but that's probably a good thing overall, right? Because I feel like that just means that there's a lot of oxygen in the air, and we can use that. Also, plants like CO2, so like, but maybe it just doesn't have enough nitrogen.
We could
Question mark?
create giant solar collectors powering a huge array of laser beams that heat up the atmosphere so much that it's blasted into space. Although we would need thousands of times the entire power generating capacity of humanity, and it would still take thousands of years to remove the atmosphere.
Yeah, I feel like
Another
that's
way
not our
is
best
to
play.
sequester the atmosphere, binding the CO2 in different compounds through chemical reactions.
Ooh.
We could mine elements like calcium or magnesium on Mercury and shoot them at Venus via mass driver systems,
Yeah.
electric rails that make rockets unnecessary on smaller planets. The metals would
Yeah, let's
combine
do that,
to
I
bind
think.
the CO2 into different carbonates basically forever. But the scale makes the whole thing
Yeah,
impractical.
that's fair, I suppose.
We would need several 100 billion tons of material to sequester the CO2 this way.
Okay, so
Seems like a waste
not
of
that.
material and might take too long. An equally ridiculous idea that could actually work is to put Venus in the shade. Literally.
Oh.
By constructing a
Ooh,
huge mirror
freeze
to
it.
blot out the sun to just freeze the atmosphere. The mirror doesn't need to be complex or massive, just a very thin foil with a little structural support.
Well,
Building such a
wait,
large
wait.
flat surface
Why did they put a
to just freeze
coronavirus
the
to
atmosphere.
scale?
The mirror doesn't need to be complex or massive, just a very thin foil with a
Coronavirus to scale
little
on the
structural
mirror.
support.
Okay.
Building such a large flat surface so close to the sun will turn it effectively into a solar sail and push it out of position. So
Oh.
instead of one giant circular object, our mirror will consist of many different pieces.
Okay.
Annular slats of angled mirrors can reflect sunlight from one set of mirrors to the next. Mirrors would be angled, reflecting light from one to another until the light is redirected
Yo,
to the
right
back,
back at you,
balancing
son.
the force on the front and holding them in position.
That's
After
cool.
a few years of getting the infrastructure in place, things start slowly and then escalate. For the first few decades, the atmosphere slowly
Okay, here's my thing though, right? If we can do this, if we can put maybe mirrors are doable, right? But if we can do most of these things, why not just create a big space station that we can live on? You know?
cools down,
That's
but
my
stays
thought.
dense and deadly. Until after
do we
some
care about
60
planets
years,
at
it
that
reaches
point?
the critical temperature of 31 degrees Celsius. Suddenly, the Great Flood begins on Venus as CO2 turns to liquid at this pressure and begins to rain down. A constant global
hole
rainstorm
and
of
it's Jover.
unbelievable proportions lasting 30 years.
Yeah.
The pressure and temperature suddenly begin to drop in unison. For almost a century, puddles turn into lakes and oceans. The surface temperature is now minus 56 degrees Celsius, and the pressure has dropped to only 7 times the pressure on Earth.
Okay.
Finally, at a really unpleasant minus 81 degrees Celsius, the CO2 oceans begin to freeze and the rain turns into snow.
Okay.
This leaves us with a frozen Venus covered in oceans as hard as rock and gigantic CO2 glaciers. What remains of the atmosphere is mostly nitrogen at about 3 times Earth's surface pressure.
Hey,
If
that's
you don't
not
mind
bad.
freezing and suffocating, you can now take a stroll over Venus's surface. But the frozen CO2 remains a bit of a problem. At some point, we want to warm up the planet, but if we do, the CO2 ice will melt and fill up the atmosphere again. So we need some way to keep it from doing that. One is to simply cover it all with cheap plastic insulation and cover it up with ground up Venus rock or water
Yeah, let's
oceans.
do that, I think.
Although some planetary scientists will be very stressed out about us building a new planet containing a potential time bomb like that.
Okay, maybe we
A
don't do
few
that then.
unfortunately timed volcanoes could melt a lot of CO2 at
Am I
once
gonna get
and
copyright
ruin
stricken
everything.
for this? I just realized. Do I need to just talk over it the whole time? No, we're good, I guess. I don't know. It'll be on the VODs channel.
Another obvious solution is to shoot it all out into space and collect it into a small moon for storage and future use. We can make this more efficient
Space
by using
moon.
mass drivers instead of rockets, but moving all that mass will still be a pretty intense challenge that will take some time to solve.
Okay.
Whatever we end up doing with the atmosphere, to move forward we need water, which we could
We
get
do.
from ice moons.
Mm.
Europa, a moon of Jupiter, has twice as much water as Earth's oceans.
Let's
Now,
steal it.
catching a moon and transporting it through the solar system is not exactly easy. So instead, it might be easier to cut chunks of ice off Europa with an army of construction drones and shoot them at Venus using more of those mass
I
drivers.
feel like, again, that's a
Space
lot of
tethers
work.
could save us a lot of effort and energy here. We made a whole video explaining how they work.
Sky
but in a nutshell,
hooks?
they are slings that can take a payload on both ends. On
That's kinda
Europa,
odd.
they do most of the work needed to catapult our ice to Venus.
Okay.
The ice hits the Venus tethers, which gently drop it into the atmosphere, where it falls down as snow.
Whoa.
In exchange, the Venus tethers get to catch CO2 ice shot up from below and accelerate it into orbit. We can remove excess nitrogen using
kinda
this same
pog.
method to further lower our atmospheric pressure.
Sounds like a lot of math,
After a few
though.
decades or centuries,
Gross.
Venus would be covered by a nice, shallow, frozen ocean a few hundred meters deep. It would look extremely different from today. A few continents and countless islands have formed. This is beginning to look a bit like our planet. Now the last and most magnificent phase of terraforming begins, making the atmosphere breathable and adding life. First, we need light though, and we need to heat the planet up again. A Venus day is 2,802 hours long, more
That's-
than 116 Earth days.
Hmm.
So if we just remove our giant mirror, we would grill half of our planet. Even without the massive atmosphere,
could be cool.
temperatures would reach unbearable levels. The simplest way to create a day-night cycle and let some energy in again is with another set of mirrors to illuminate our
mirrors?
continents
We
and
make-
melt our
No way. The plan is to make the flat Earth real, but circular, but spherical. Make flat Earth, but spherical. We're putting mirrors in the sky.
water oceans, which would let us completely control how much energy we get and where it goes.
Could they?
The
Okay.
atmosphere
Stupid question, right? How much work would it take to make a planet spin faster? Yeah, I think you're right, Osaberry, that a Venus day is longer than a Venus year. I think you're right. But, like, what if we just made it spin faster? You know? Like, maybe that would work. Yeah, it would be a lot of rockets. What if we use the mirrors to make it spin faster? I got nothing. All right, we'll keep watching.
is now mostly made up of nitrogen and basically devoid of oxygen. So the first inhabitants
Or we just
will
hit it
likely
with
be
some
trillions
heavy
and
meteors,
trillions of
you know?
cyanobacteria, which can get photosynthesizing and release oxygen. We know
Yeah,
that they can quickly turn around
algae.
the atmosphere of a planet because billions of years ago they were probably responsible for turning the toxic atmosphere of our young Earth into an atmosphere with enough oxygen for more complex animal life. But not only that,
True. Okay.
cyanobacteria can fix nitrogen from the atmosphere and turn it into nutrients that can be used by living beings. This way,
Kinda
they will
pog.
essentially fertilize our dead ocean water and prepare it for more complex organisms.
Okay.
On land, our colonists need to grind down some of the former Venusian surface to make soil for nitrogen-fixing plants to grow on. Eventually, billions of trees would spread, creating large forests covering massive parts of the continents. Venus would turn green.
Whoa.
To speed things up, CO2 would be strategically
I'm
released
also
to
a
supply the
complex
plants and
organism. Imagine
cyanobacteria.
I'm
Areas
there
already
now.
covered with plants could get extra daylight from our orbital mirrors, so the plants would be active for most of each day.
Whoa.
Maybe we won't have to do this with the same plants and animals we know today. As genetic engineering matures and our understanding of genetics
All
and
right, chat. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like at this point, it just sounds like so much work. I don't know why we would do it. I feel like, yeah, Mars had issues about being like, gravity issues and stuff. Just put those like spinny things that they have on Mars, or not Mars, at carnivals. You know what I'm talking about? Spinny carnival ride. You know the ones, these ones. One sec. You know these? We just put a few of those on there and be like, okay, we're gonna just, this is where we're gonna sleep from now on, right? We get a few of these, make them really big, have fake gravity on Mars, and then whenever we're like going outside, like we live here, we live in these spinnies, but then when we go outside or we're going other places, we just use regular Mars. And then profit. I feel like that's a lot easier of a solution though than like freezing a planet and then boiling it again and then introducing bacteria, etc., you know? I don't know.
Machinery of life expands.
Fixing Earth would be the
life
plan A.
All in all, it would take several thousand years to make the atmosphere breathable by humans. In the meantime, you could stroll around with nothing more than regular clothes and an oxygen mask. Settlers would enjoy a vast new planet filled with resources and bathed in sunlight.
But here's another big thing, right? So they've said mirrors, right? And I respect the mirror grind. But also, you know how much damage space debris can do? Like, on Earth, dust is not that bad, right? Like, it sucks. I'm allergic to it. It's a little bit of a bummer, but, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, the orbit's kind of weird. And also the, like, you gotta protect it from space debris and dust and all that stuff. I feel like as soon as one of those shatters, the whole plan goes kaput. Yeah. What the heck is a Lagrange point?
New ways to use the vast amounts of carbon dioxide ice and nitrogen orbiting in space above. Industrial processes, rocket fuel, or even boosting the terraforming of another planet like tiny Mars. Venus is fully terraformed.
Woo.
Animals roam through vast ecosystems.
I want one of those as a
Cities
pet.
are being constructed. Billions of settlers and their descendants make this world their home. They will see images of the past, how Venus was once the most hostile planet around, how it took hundreds of years to freeze hell and to ship in the oceans, and another few thousand years to make it possible to breathe freely.
See, I feel like
they will bet
after thousands of years, it's like, is it really worth it? Do we need to live on Venus? Like, the one upside that I see to living on Venus versus, like, Mars or just fixing Earth is that Venus is closer to the sun, so it's more easy to get energy. But if we're already blocking it with big, whatchamadoodads, then what's the point? I do feel like leaving Earth is something that the human race could potentially do. Of course, I say could as the Earth continually gets more and more destroyed by billionaires. But like, I feel like it's definitely a huge possibility, but I feel like Venus just wouldn't be the place to go, right? Like, it would make more sense for us to find a planet, like develop some sort of very fast, like FTL transport, and then find an actual planet that we can inhabit instead of trying to terraform it. But that's just a theory. I don't know.
be able to believe it.
I think Mars is probably our best bet right now.
Maybe it's not that easy to terraform Venus, and a lot of things must go right for this future to become reality. But it is possible, and with technology that is within the reach of a motivated and slightly more advanced humanity that wants to venture into space. The only thing that's stopping it is our imagination, and that at least is a problem that's easy to overcome.
Wait, let's look at the Mars one.
If you think about it, your imagination is the only thing stopping you from doing all kinds of things. All you need is a little nudge, and we might just have the right thing to get you started.
Am I getting added?
Big fans of Skillshare.
They added us. Terraforming Mars with lasers. Okay,
Mars
we're
is
gonna
a
compare
disappointing-
because I feel like it's gonna be easier to terraform Mars, right? The only difference is we just gotta not care about gravity. We put those spinning wheels from the carnival again. Easy. Yeah, but we don't need that much stuff, right? We're in the future. All of our needs are met thanks to space socialism. Yeah. We'll watch this one too.
hellhole lacking practically everything we need to stay alive. It looks like we'll only ever have small crews spend a miserable time hidden underground. Except we could terraform it into a green new world. But to
Yeah.
solve the planet's problems, we first need to make it worse and turn it into oceans of lava with gigantic lasers.
Wait, why?
This isn't a far-fetched science fiction tale. Terraforming Mars is possible on the kind of timescale our ancestors built great monuments in. If humanity solves some of its pressing problems and ventures into space to expand into the solar system, this may not be that far off. Okay, so how do we terraform Mars quickly? Well,
This is the future
it's
liberals want.
complicated.
Yeah, true. Boom, 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 boom. Kur's. Oh, I can't read.
Mars is
Yeah,
dry
I'd keep
and has no
trying.
soil to grow anything. Its atmosphere is too thin to breathe or protect us from radiation, giving you a high risk of cancer. So to turn it into a new home for humanity, we have to give it a proper atmosphere similar to Earth's. It should be made of 21% oxygen,
Okay, yeah.
79% nitrogen, and
Yeah.
a tiny bit of CO2 at an
Yeah.
average temperature of 14 degrees Celsius and
Okay.
under 1 bar of pressure. We have to create oceans and rivers, and then the ground has to be weathered into fertile soil to host living things.
Sure.
Then we need to install a biosphere on the surface and prevent it all from being undone by installing protective measures that can stand the test of time.
So like
It is
atmosphere
difficult,
and
but
stuff.
a big laser
Okay.
makes it a lot easier.
Welcome back, Cuban.
Challenge 1,
We're,
the atmosphere.
We're
Some 4
terraforming
billion
Mars.
years ago, Mars had a nice oxygen-rich atmosphere and was home to vast oceans and rivers. It
Okay.
held onto it for several hundred million years before it got blown away. Ultraviolet rays broke down the atmospheric gases and then the oceans until they were swept away by solar wind.
Yep.
Today, Mars is a dry, barren wasteland. Luckily, a sizable portion of the water is frozen in deep reservoirs and in the polar ice caps,
Okay.
enough to create a very shallow ocean.
See, we
And
could do that.
enormous amounts of oxygen are bound as minerals in the Martian rocks, like
Okay.
the oxygen in the iron oxides that give the planet its rust-red color, as well as carbon
Did
dioxide
you ever think that
in
maybe
carbonates. To free
maybe
these
Mars
gases,
is where we started as humanity, and then humans made it to Earth, and then the civilization that brought us here kind of fell apart and died, and we're what remains, but we have no knowledge of the past. But that's just a theory. That's the plot of a Kerbal Space Program mod. That's Pog.
we need to reverse the
that.
reactions that lock them away by using thermolysis, which
You know the
occurs at
aliens did
temperatures
that?
as high
Oh,
as on
okay,
the
true.
surface of the sun. In short, we want to melt the surface of Mars.
Wait, why though?
The best way to do that would be to put lasers in orbit,
What did I
aiming
miss?
their beams
Okay, I stopped paying attention for like 2 seconds.
that give the planet its rust-red color, as well as carbon dioxide
Oh,
in
is it because we
carbonates.
have?
To free these gases, we need to
Oh, okay,
reverse
to
the
free the
reactions
gases.
that
Okay,
lock them
we got
away
there.
by using thermolysis, which occurs at temperatures as high as on the surface of the sun. In short, we want to melt the surface of Mars. The best way to do that would be to put lasers in orbit, aiming their beams down on Mars. The most powerful laser today is the Eli NP, able to produce beams of 10 petawatts of power for a trillionth of a second. To melt
That's cool.
Mars, we need a laser twice as powerful that runs continuously. The easiest way is to use a solar-pumped laser that can be powered directly with sunlight. At its
Okay.
core are metal-infused glass rods that absorb energy and release it as a laser beam. If we build an array of mirrors in space about 11 times the size of the United States, we can focus enough sunlight onto them to melt Mars. Let's do it. As the
Okay.
lasers hit the surface,
Okay. Hear me out. With all the mirrors that we're manufacturing, right? Surely we can manufacture just like one really big rocket to move Mars just closer, you know? Put it in Earth's orbit, but like further down. And then, but like, you know, make sure it doesn't crash into Earth. But like in the same orbital, essentially ring, bada bing, bada boom, we got a neighbor. Well, they should share orbits because they're loving. Actually, that's true. They'll probably crash. That's to gravity.
750 kilograms of oxygen and some carbon dioxide emerge from every cubic meter of rock melted. If we are efficient, our
bring it
lasers
closer,
only
you
need to
know?
melt through the top
Be
8
friends.
meters of the surface to get enough oxygen. It would look terrifying. The skies would be shrouded in storms, while the ground would glow red hot, crisscrossed by currents of lava. Tireless laser beams sweep over the landscape, leaving trails too bright to look at. After they pass, the ground cools quickly. A strange snow falls, the ashes from all the elements that solidify as they cool down, like silicon and iron. Mars
Fuck.
is still a cold planet at this point.
I feel
The
like
happy side effect of
we
this
didn't do too
inferno
much.
is that all the water in the polar ice caps and even deep underground rises into the sky as hot steam, forming clouds that rain down over the entire planet.
Woo!
They would wash out
We got
the nastier
rain.
gases from the atmosphere like chlorine and carry away harmful elements that accumulated on the surface.
Love
In
that.
the end, they would form shallow oceans, saltier than on Earth. We might need to do an extra cleanup afterwards. It would take about 50
Oh, we're
years of
firing
continuous
more
lasering
lasers.
to create
Alright.
our oxygen atmosphere. We could use this opportunity to dig deeper in some places to create the basins for salty oceans or rivers and spare some landmark features like Olympus Mons and Valles Marineris. We're not done though. The resulting atmosphere is nearly 100%
Did you just say
oxygen.
Valles? Isn't that valles? Like valleys?
We're not done though. The resulting
Marineris.
atmosphere is nearly 100% oxygen
red
and only
sauce.
0.2 bar. It's hard to breathe and very flammable. To make it similar to Earth and a lot safer, we need to add a lot of nitrogen, which Mars is sadly lacking. We have to import it. The ideal source is Titan, a large moon of Saturn, covered in a thick atmosphere that's almost entirely nitrogen. We just
bug.
have to move 3,000 trillion tons from the outer solar system to Mars. While that's
Oh.
not easy, it is doable. To
It's okay.
process that much of Titan's atmosphere, we have to construct giant automated factories on its surface, powered by our lasers to suck in the atmosphere and compress it
You
into
think
a
it would be
liquid.
easier just to build
This gets pumped
to
into
terraform
bullet-shaped tanks, which a
Titan
mass driver
instead?
shoots all the way to the red planet, where they explode and mix with the oxygen.
Love that.
We've already been able to send individual missions to Saturn in just a few years. With enough resources, it should be possible to complete the task within 2 generations. Of course, it would be much more convenient to have nitrogen left over from terraforming Venus on the side.
Yeah, no,
We
the asteroid
explained
belt
this
is
in
not very
detail in
dense.
another video. So, about a century after the start of the terraforming
Okay.
process, we have a breathable atmosphere that has the right gases. If the liberated
Only a
CO2
century.
isn't enough to warm it up to temperatures
Which-
we can stand,
That's like a century of like just lasers and throwing stuff at it. Surely that can't be the most efficient thing, right?
and we just add some super greenhouse gases. Mars at this point resembles a black marble from all the cooling lava, spotted with growing oceans and red patches where the old surface remains untouched. It's still a wasteland, no better than a desert on Earth. We need to fill it with life.
Yeah, cactus.
Challenge 2, Biosphere. Installing a biosphere on a new planet
We
is
also
very
still
difficult.
have terrible
Unexpected
gravity.
interactions between species or sudden
okay.
diseases can destabilize it to the point of collapse. We would
That's
probably
also true.
begin by seeding our young
Like-
oceans with phytoplankton.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
competition-
like okay, let's say humanity does continue to exist for the next, century, right? And we get really cool tech. Do we think that this is our next plan? Is terraforming? Because I feel like terraforming. I'll be real. I don't think we're going to terraform Mars. Because here's my thought. I think it's our best bet to live on outside of Earth. And I think people will move over there to colonize. And it'll be kind of basically just like living on a spaceship, essentially, where like you can only be inside. Your oxygen supply is somewhat limited. You kind of have to be in domes, right, in order to survive. That's my guess. And at that point, you can't really terraform it while people are living on it. So maybe Venus is our best bet. Yeah, well, that's true too. But I'm saying, you know, a century from now, right? When we do have some of our stuff together, maybe like, you know, the US decides to not allow for legal bribery for politicians, and we actually start fixing things instead of breaking things. And we develop technology and stuff like that. Maybe we fix all of the main problems on Earth, and we're just like, you know what, we want to go bigger. Then I think people will colonize Mars. Not a lot of people, but I think some people will. And it'll probably suck for the first, like, few decades, but then it'll be maybe okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Mostly research. Some exploration.
It would bloom rapidly, filling up the oceans
We are
to
bad at
become the
managing
bottom of an
resources.
aquatic
That's
food chain.
factual.
They can be followed by tiny zooplankton, then by
It's actually,
fish.
okay. Quick rant. It's so crazy to me that humanity has achieved so much. Like, just look at the light bulb. You know, we didn't have a light bulb several, like, what, 200 years ago? When was the light bulb invented? Light bulb invented year 1879. So we've had the light bulb for like 150 years ish, right? And we figured out how to make light bulbs that don't break, right? Like, really energy efficient. They don't break. They last forever. Whatever color you want. And we don't make them because nobody can make money from something that doesn't break. It's one of those things that breaks me. Because it's light bulbs are things that we will always need. But people just can't make them last forever. It's crazy.
Maybe even sharks and whales. If things go well, life in the oceans will thrive. Life on land is harder.
Okay.
Plants
Oceans,
need
hog.
nutrient-filled ground to sink their roots into, but most of the surface is the congealed remains of lava and ash. We could wait for thousands of years for water and wind to grind it down into finer sands, or try to do it manually. But we want to be quick,
Let's do it manually.
and we have a big laser. Turning the beam on and
More
off in rapid
lasers.
succession would cause the ground to quickly heat up and contract, which breaks it into smaller and smaller pieces. Add a bit of water, and you get a sort of dark
Actually, though,
mud.
Nibble's Nibble's not doing great. I think I posted one sec. I posted on Twitter, right? The Christmas picture. I think I posted on Twitter. If not, I posted on Instagram. Am I signed in on this? No. Use on Discord. One sec. I'm pulling it up. Yeah, okay. So this image, right? Oh, this image. You can kind of see with Nibble, he's kind of fallen apart, unfortunately. This part's been broken for a while now and has been worrying me. But when I was in New Zealand, this part broke off. And that's really unfortunate. He can still stand, but I have to be very careful. I've been working on trying to print new legs. Now that I'm back and I have my 3D printer, I'll probably try again, but I think the model is still off, so I need to try a few different things. I have been talking to other people in the Bionicle community recently, though, and they might have more updated models. I'm not sure, but yeah. So Nibble is eternal once we figure out how to Theseus ship him.
With this mud, we can mix fungi and
Thanks for
nitrogen-fixing
coming to my TED
bacteria.
Talk.
they're able to absorb nitrogen and convert it into nitrate compounds to feed plants. The first plants we want to bring are native to volcanic islands on Earth, since they're perfectly suited to the laser-blasted Martian landscape. Eventually, the enriched mud becomes the foundation for grasslands and forests. In Mars's lower gravity, trees can become very tall very fast. Their roots gather the nutrients they need and then dig deeper to turn more rocks into soil,
Big
forming
tree.
a self-sustaining ecosystem. At this point, we can slowly introduce more plant varieties, insects
nibble at
and
Theseus.
animals. Not
Yeah.
mosquitoes, though. The new
True.
biosphere needs to be maintained to prevent it from falling
So
out of
based.
balance. If plants grow too quickly and absorb too much carbon dioxide, the planet cools down too much. If
Okay.
key species die out, we could see populations collapse faster than they could
Well,
recover.
let's just not do that,
On
I
Earth,
guess.
other species would move in to fill the void, but our Martian biosphere is not as flexible. It takes
Right.
hundreds, if not thousands of years before Mars becomes a stable environment. But eventually, the planet will have the potential to sustain large human colonies. With air,
Ooh.
water, and food available,
But
we
see,
can
if we
finally grow
already
up.
have these giant spaceships, why don't we just live on the spaceship? Stop just saying words. Can't tell me what to do. This is how I react. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if we got these big spaceships, right, with these big domes, I feel like this is what's going to happen in the future. Like 1,000 years from now or whatever, we will have these giant spaceships, and the only people on them are going to be poor people. You know, one of two things will happen. Either the planets will be for the rich people, or the planets will be for the poor people. I think it's gonna become social classes. Like, oh, you weren't actually born on a planet, huh, poor, or ugh, you were born on a planet, like you've never been to space, pff, poor. Just calling it like I sees it.
Mars, black, blue, and green, our home. A giant volcanic island in space. Will it last,
Imagine being
though?
a spacey. Couldn't be me.
Challenge 3, the long-term future. There is a problem we haven't addressed. Mars's
Gravity.
core does not produce a magnetic
Oh,
field.
true. Look at Earth being so based. Look at his giant magnetic field. It doesn't actually produce any magnetic field? Really?
So it doesn't have enough protection from solar radiation or
Oh.
cosmic.
Some of the expanse socio-political climate. Pog. There's once private rich people station proposed at one point. Good.
rays.
Heck, the
This becomes
rich.
dangerous for the long-term health of Martian populations. So, as a final step, we need an artificial magnetic field. It doesn't
Oh,
have to
that's
be
gonna
huge
be a
like
lot
Earth's.
harder.
It just needs to deflect the solar wind enough so that it doesn't touch Mars. The easiest way is to construct a magnetic umbrella far ahead of Mars that splashes the solar wind to the sides.
Yeah, because, okay, from what I understand... Oh, no magnet stuff. Okay, yeah, that's bad. From what I understand, our magnetic field is generated by the metals inside the Earth spinning, essentially, because they're molten. And them spinning generates a small magnetic... Well, not small, but, you know, a magnetic field around the Earth. That's what I understand of it. So if Mars is just... Yeah. Interesting. So I wonder if... I feel like in future generations, like, I feel like this is a big problem. Maybe, like, I would start calling them dead planets if they don't have a molten core. I'm going to coin that now. Scientists in the future, if you want to do that, you just have to cite your source. I would argue that any planet without a molten core is a dead planet. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
A big superconducting ring powered by nuclear facilities is all
Oh.
it takes.
Goodness,
It
all
will
it
orbit
takes.
at the Mars-Sun L1 point, keeping it constantly in between the Sun and Mars and protect the new atmosphere.
That also sounds like a lot of work. This is the get rich, very slow move for astronomy exploitation. Yeah.
That's it. Terraforming Mars would take some work, hefty resources,
1,000
and
years I
probably
want
a
royalties
century
for my
or 10, but it would be the
ideas.
first time we've lived in a home designed and shaped solely by us and for us. A first step towards our future among the stars. The first step that we can already
Imagine
take down here on
terraforming
Earth
companies.
is learning more about the physics and biology needed for such a project. To help you with that, we've created a series of
Lagrange
lessons
points?
to build your
Oh,
fundamental
okay.
understanding of these topics. Made in
It's
collaboration with our
an
friends
ad.
at brilliant.org.
All right, that's all very interesting. I think in general, the idea of terraforming sounds very difficult. But it makes sense what they're talking about. I see what your point is, though. Venus does sound a lot easier after this. It's just you mirrors. You just get mirrors. And then you use mirrors to block the sunlight and then redirect the sunlight. And then bada bing, bada boom, you're fine. It is crazy that is. Yeah, I think Mars is a lot more habitable, though. Like, if we're just going to be like, hey, maybe let's not terraform it, or we have to go to one while we terraform the other, Mars is definitely the better choice. That's crazy. Okay, we're going to look up what a Lagrange point is. Lagrange. Okay. What are Lagrange
What are
points?
Lagrange points?
Tell me all about it, NASA.
Lagrange points, named after the Italian astronomer who first proposed them, are places in our solar system where the gravitational pull of the planet and the sun and the motion of the orbit combine to create an equilibrium. So it takes very little energy to retain that orbit. Objects that are sent to these locations in space either tend to stay there naturally or can be kept there with minimal energy because the forces are in balance. NASA's taking advantage of those Lagrange points to send extraordinary missions like the James Webb Space Telescope, which will orbit the Sun at Earth Lagrange point number 2, allowing the telescope to stay in line with Earth as it moves around the Sun and retain that orbit using very little fuel. NASA's Lucy mission will study the pristine Trojan asteroids, the remnants of our solar system that have been gravitationally trapped around Jupiter's Lagrange point number 4 and Lagrange point number 5.
Bro, scientists are so cool sometimes. You know that? Like, think about, we've only sent like less than 100 people to space at this point, but they like know these things
for over 4.5 billion years. So what are Lagrange points? They are places in our solar system where objects can orbit the sun at the same speed as a planet, staying in the same place relative to both of them.
Hear me out. We put a planet in a Lagrange point. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go. Is it a lot more than that? Okay, less than 1,000 people. Actually, we're going to find out. How many people have been to space? Okay, it's less than 1,000. Yeah. Okay. So 676 people. That's a lot more than I expected. That's pretty cool, though. I would like to go to space. If they asked me, I would say yes, probably. Actually, if they asked me, I would be a little bit concerned that they were asking me. Now that I think about it. They don't put a lot of civilians in space for good reason. One of the last times they did that, it was a school teacher, and that didn't go too well. Shuttle could take up to 7 at a time, and there were like 135 missions. Dang. That's a lot of people. NASA Peepo. All right. We want to call it there or one more for React content? How long is this video? One sec. One more? Okay, Cuban, what about your Zamor sphere launcher? Because I've been wanting to watch that for a little bit now. That's like 7 minutes. That's a good one. Now up to is the keyword, or else we'd be at Yo-Yo Paraka. So true. All right, let's take a gander. Oh, you know what else we could watch?
Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another video episode on BygoneArmaments.com. I'm Ewan McCullough, and I'm here today at the Montanui Auction Company,
BygoneArmaments.com.
taking a look at some of the guns that will be going up for sale in their December of 2020 premiere auction. Today I
like this bit.
2 examples of the Zamor Sphere Launcher.
Is it supposed to look like it's in like 480p?
Or Zamor Launcher for short. The Zamor Sphere Launchers were first created by the Ninra Ghosts
of a real channel. Okay, that's what I thought.
78,000 years prior to the Great Cataclysm. Toa Jovan and his team famously used these launchers, although they fell out of style for many millennia and only saw a resurgence in use when the famous Skakti gang known as the Pyraka adopted them as their signature sidearms.
Love it.
A Matoran by the name of Vialika got hold of one of the launchers from the Pyraka and reverse engineered it to be used by the Toa Inika. He also added a gravity feeding magazine device to the launcher, meaning that the launcher is now capable of repeated fire as opposed to the single shot capability of the Pyraka's launchers. One of the examples we have today actually has that magazine, which is very cool.
Very
cool. With all that history out of the way, let's go ahead and bring the camera back here and take a closer look at these launchers. They really are amazingly simple.
This is a good bit.
One
I
look
like
at these, and I think you'll see what I mean by amazing.
Oh, look at the quality change.
This might be the smallest part count I've ever seen in any projectile weapon. Well, aside from something like a sling, I suppose that would only have one part. At any rate, like I said, we have 2 examples here.
Isn't... Okay, I know I'm being pedantic. I'm trying to think. Projectiles... I mean, the disc launcher is only one part as well. But
these came in a variety of colors, mainly gold, like this one on the left, and light gray silver, like this one on the right, and also a darker sort of gunmetal color. You can see the left example
yeah, Matora's magazine was white.
Does not have its magazine.
A lot of the portion. So initially, I only had like Kongu and Holly, who have like gunmetal all the way through. But I believe both Jaller and Matoro had... Oh, no. Jaller's was gold all the way through. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But there are a few of them that have a different color magazine than the rest of the piece. And Matoro's is one of them.
Unfortunately, I imagine this will not go for very much at the auction. It's only really good for a display piece, unless you can find this rear launching mechanism here for it. But we're going to go ahead and look at some disassembly of this example here. So
yeah, I guess that's true.
You can see this is the magazine.
So I'm speaking of cultural sensitivity. So, you know, in Bionicle, there's the whole naming day thing that a lot of the names were changed due to cultural sensitivity. But I'm realizing as I've been dabbling and learning a little bit of Maori, that the Maori language only has a few consonants and a few, like it has all the vowels, but it only has like half of our consonants. And like, I believe L is not one of them. Neither is V, nor what was the other one? G. G on its own. NG, yes. G on its own, no. So like a lot of I'm intrigued. So the big thing is, I would say the syllable count is normal. There's less letters total, I believe. So A, E, I, O, U are still used. But then there's also variations of, like, rather than having, for instance, like a Y, you can separate a Y into regular like expressions of I or whatnot. The big thing is Maori never had a written form, so the written form was kind of made up for them, largely by European colonists. And so a lot of the sounds are still there, but they're represented with a lot fewer consonants. So a lot of the language is like the syllables are just vowels. So like even the word Maori, it's got 3 vowels and 2 consonants. But it is really interesting because I know a lot of the Bionicle names and I guess mostly just names, but like names of things as well are founded in Maori, but I don't know how they got to like the name Gali if G is not frequently or ever used in Maori, It's very interesting stuff to me. Yeah. What is water? That I don't know. I could look it up though. One sec. Maori to English. Actually, it should be the other way around. I can show my screen. Water? Why? Oh, okay, that makes sense. I know that sea is Moana. Yeah, Moana. Easy to memorize. It wasn't direct, so I know so the Bionicle Wenua is actually a direct translation of the word earth or ground. Yeah. Except this is pronounced Fenua because the WH sound is a F sound when reading Maori. But like if I swapped it and did like, I don't know, Tahu, right? Means burn. So it's not directly fire. Fenua also translates to worst mask power. I would argue that the cow mask of water breathing is just as bad because at least you can use the what is it, the Rao or is it the Ruru? Honestly, fair. I think it deserves to be made fun of, but at least you can use it to see through walls sometimes and to blind people. The mask of water breathing is, and I know this is really entertaining for people that don't care about Bionicle, but the mask of water breathing doesn't account for water pressure, and it has a time limit on it. Like, just get a scuba tank, and it does the same thing as the mask. Arguably, flashlight does the same thing as as ironically Wenua makes a better counterpoint in the vid, better than water breathing. It's true. Is the Cow Nuva close to scuba? Maybe. It just I thought the only difference was that it can be shared with other people. That's kind of the only difference of the Nuva ones, and they're a little bit more powerful. Anyways, okay, sorry, we really derailed this, but back to the video, I guess.
On the top, and the body of the launcher on the bottom.
Also, in the top right, you guys can't see this because Nibble's in the way, but it says Matanui Auction Company. Just want to make sure you.
You're going to go ahead and just lift the magazine straight up like that. Super easy. And then the launching mechanism comes out this way. You just want to pull these two arms and then pull that straight out like that. This is
I
a sort
appreciate
of rubberized.
I
don't really know what the technical term for this is, but it resets the launching mechanism
parity
after
value.
fired. And this is the part that actually contacts and forces the sphere out of the front of the gun.
Yeah, that's the hammer, as one might call it.
Pulls apart like that, and there you go. 5 parts.
The gun
community. Like I said,
community.
amazingly simple, and it goes back together fairly quickly as well. You can see all over these guns that they have this sort of cross-shaped attachment system. That's
the axle. Yeah,
seems to be very flexible. I mean, it works pretty much anywhere you want to put it. Any part you want to use and attach on there works just fine.
I'm just reading your comment. You were filming when Bingo called the Matoran alphabet a destiny thing. That's funny.
These launchers fire a 1.3 centimeter Zamor sphere, which I believe is about 512 caliber, so not a small bore.
Z is also not a letter in the Maori alphabet, but I think at that point
I'm not sure of what type these are.
They had already steered away.
A decent variety of ammunition types, all with specific purposes. The antidermis was a greenish-black virus that was actually the essence of a Makuta by the name of Pterodax, who was actually the leader of the Brotherhood.
The narrator's voice excites me.
These spheres would make stronger-willed targets behave more aggressively, and would downright enslave those of weaker minds, which is frankly quite terrifying. The opposite of that was a sphere loaded with energized protodermis, used by the Toa Inika to cure the antidermis and free enslaved individuals. These varied in color based on who used them. I believe the Toa Inika known as Jaller and Hali used shades of light green. Hyuki and Nuparo preferred orange, and Motoro and Kongu used shades of blue. Toa Jovan, who I mentioned earlier, himself used custom ammunition that would weaken the weapons of his target. There were also rounds that would place a target into stasis. There were gold spheres, which we...
Yeah, energized protodermis would either make you really buff or
basically
kill you.
As a power siphon. Silver spheres that bind a target to the nearest living being using an energy chain. And there were black spheres that would mark a target so that its location could be tracked using energy pulses. That's pretty cool. Interestingly, these spheres would go on.
Real talk.
Go on.
I think
as the primary.
Okay. Zamor spheres were a response to Bionicle having cool projectiles in the past, right? Kanoka discs, obviously top tier, right? They looked cool, they had cool designs, they had cool functionality. It made sense. You could turn them. They were the basis for how masks were made. Super cool lore. And then they had the Ratuka spinners, which were okay. They don't have to be great. Hi, Tonya, by the way. They were okay, made sense. Spinny disc, not great for accuracy, but yeah, they would be cooler if they could flip up and not just always be mounted there. But they were okay. But then they went to Zamor spheres, and I think they wanted them to have their own powers and stuff again. But I'll be real, I think they should have just given them 2 powers maybe. The antidermis made sense as this is the evil power. But then they could have just been oh yeah, the blue one hurts enemies and the good guy green one heals allies. And I would have been okay with that. I don't think they need to go into the powers as much. Because I like Bionicle, but admittedly, there's a lot of powers that are involved, right? You got the mask powers, you got the elemental powers, you got the species powers, depending on what species you are. It's a little bit bloated. And don't get me wrong, Zamor Sphere Launcher is one of the best ones out there. but it's also maybe a little bit too much powers again. They could have just made it like sticky balls too, you know, for the good guys. Just be like, yeah, this shoots out a sticky ball that captures them. It took Bingo a while to recognize mass powers being different from elemental powers. I think that's Generation 2's fault. Because I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, obviously Tahu has the Mask of Fire, which he does in Gen 2, because they tried to simplify things. But in Gen 1, it was they get their elemental power that is tied to their being. Yeah, I guess that's fair. To be fair, it took me a while to figure out when I was a child how the avatar was different from all the other benders, even though it says it in the intro. So maybe humanity's just doomed. You didn't realize Gen 2 existed until that long? Really? That's funny. Maybe we should do a watch party of the Netflix Gen 2 series. I don't know if I'm allowed to stream that, but maybe you and I, Hafu, hop on and we watch the Netflix show from Bionicle Generation 2. Anyways, we'll keep watching the video.
Ammunition for mid-axe Skyblasters later on, while the original Zamor launchers were retired from use. Now, I just realized I almost forgot to show you guys something. That is how to actually load this weapon.
Yeah, that's true.
With the overall design paradigm,
they really didn't advertise it very well.
The loading procedure for this launcher is about as simple as it can possibly be. You are just going to take the launcher in your firing hand. This can be used one-handed quite easily.
One-handed. Let's go.
And you are going to take...
Yeah, Netflix had a Bionicle show.
We only have 3 of them, as I said.
It was
this
not great.
Can hold up to 4.
Admittedly. The animation was okay.
Go ahead and place the sphere.
But it was
the magazine.
It was all right.
Fall down.
I kind of wish the original series had a show.
Firing position there.
Here, one sec.
Just place the rest of your spheres in the magazine.
Once this is done, we'll watch some clips of it.
You need to empty out of the magazine. Simply invert the launcher like this.
Oh, these balls are gonna go. Oh, okay. I thought he was shooting it into the cup.
Weapon is clear and safe.
Isn't Iliad?
Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this.
I don't know.
Some more sphere launchers as much as I did. They are certainly not like any other.
What do you mean Iliad? Who's Iliad?
If you are interested in owning one or both of these launchers, they are going up for sale. If you take a look at the description and text below the video, you can find a link to the Montanui Auction Company's catalog page for these guns. There you can view photos and their info and place a bid online. Thanks for watching.
No problem, Oboe Shoes. Okay, one sec. Bionicle Netflix show. That's what it's called. Journey to One. Journey to One. The biggest thing. Okay, so Iliad is animated retelling of the first year. Oh, okay. That's Pog. Oh, this is perfect. I think the biggest thing for me. Oh, the animation looks a lot worse than I remembered. The biggest thing for me is Bionicle has always been a very like good story, and this is it's not. The story's bad. It's worse than the Hero Factory story, I think. The sets are better, the story's worse.
The golden mask of unity hidden in an ancient temple.
Might be uploaded to YouTube.
So,
I'll look it up.
where do we go? I don't know.
Does it say how to get in?
You know, I think it does. But how do I know that?
Great question, Liwa.
What is that? I know that place.
You've been there?
I've had visions.
Don't worry. If you need him and me to do that thing, we will.
Do that
It's
thing.
the hunter. Watch the shadows.
The shadows?
That's how he moves.
You mean unified? I think that's just for emergencies.
You afraid you'll get in trouble?
This was done by an army.
I don't know which one. It's probably going to be Breeze then. It's green. Unless it's a bad guy. Then maybe it's Corroder. Or somebody else. I don't know. See, here's the thing. Gen 2, I personally don't like the CCBS system as much. I don't like... I feel like there's a lot of quality loss with the CCBS system. For those that don't know, CCBS is what Hero Factory started using, and what Bionicle Gen 2 started used the whole time, which is the create character and I think it is character and creation building set. I don't know. Anyways, the idea is they wanted to specifically have like general pieces that you can easily put together and make cool little dudes with. Makes sense. But the thing is, like Hafu says, there's just not detail or character for Bionicle. And I think they could like much more easily make a lot of cool pieces that tie together that have some of those mechanical looks to it, but they didn't. Unfortunately. They did try. Like, some pieces are cool.
It's never easy. Come on.
Like, the weapons, they did great.
Who cares?
But even then, not as good as Gen 1.
What the?
What the?
Did you just kick my mask?
Seemed like a good idea.
It was. You know we can't do this forever. The wall will work for a while. I have to go. Are you serious?
Have to go.
It is not our job to stay and fight them. Yes,
I will say, one thing that they did great with Gen 2 is they made Onua purple. The purple looks great. I think it's brilliant. I'm surprised they brought Brown back, though.
I guess they do. Don't sound so disappointed.
The gearboxes were good, too.
Love you, Tahu.
Where
Nikimu was cool, too.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, Bionicle Iliad. So I pulled it up to see what it is. This is what it shows. Is there a trailer? Oh, okay, wait. This. Is it like a retelling using the comics? Oh. Okay, we're gonna watch this real quick. Is the animatic supposed to be... Okay. I don't want to assume too much. The reveal is the first vid. Okay, so we should do the reveal. This one? Okay.
Hello, I'm Spencer. Also
Hi,
known as
Spencer.
Strong, and I represent the Bionicle Iliad Fan Project. We're a
Nice.
small group of members in the Bionicle community who are joined together by one goal.
Okay.
To retell the story of Bionicle through a fully CGI 3D animated television format.
Okay, that makes
This
sense.
show will be brought to the community via YouTube in a way that is suitable for all audiences. We're currently in the middle of production of the first episode and are reaching a point where we can show off some of the stuff we've worked on. We've recreated the look of Matoran, Rahi, and Toa in order to create a consistent theme while staying true to classic models we know and love. What you see on screen can only become a reality with the support of the community. The Iliad team is in need of more volunteers
Looks good.
to
The
help
renders
produce this
are
show.
well done.
We're searching for dedicated voice actors, animators, editors, and even concept or set artists to make this vision a reality. If any of these roles listed in the video or in the description below interest you, you can visit our fan server Discord in the description link below. If you'd like to stay updated
Sick.
with this project, you can subscribe to the channel and follow us
I'm
on
not
our
like
social media
super keen
sites
on them
to stay
using
connected.
the
May Mata Nui guide your path,
as many Gen
and
2 pieces
hopefully
as they are, but
our
it doesn't
destinies
look
cross
terrible.
again.
Fascinating that they didn't just use the regular models, but interesting. So I guess the animatic is just like this is what we want it to look like kind of thing. let's look at the animatic real quick. Yeah, but I guess the Matoran are not really supposed to look all that decked out. After Party Entertainment presents. There's been a lot of these Bionicle like adaptations coming out recently, and I think it's because like all the original Bionicle fans are now getting to the age and skill level where they can actually do this kind of stuff.
This crevice. We have yet to finish building the bridge across, though.
I think is awesome.
It's going to be in your honor.
Save your efforts. I can manage it myself.
Nice. Yeah, but now it's very slippy slidey.
Really?
Animatics are pretty good.
Time.
We can spare a few seconds. Safe.
Oh, cars.
It looks pretty solid. Yeah, I must forget. No, that voice sounds perfect for Matoro.
If there's one thing I know about Nuirama, they never know when to quit.
Matoro really is Deku. Think about it.
No.
Bro, ice really do be the best power, huh?
Now.
Sick.
Where were we?
I don't know why he's doing like a British accent though. That looks cool. Yeah, I kind of, so, you know, I've been working with Project Matanui Rising, which I haven't heard anything if they got their YouTube channel back yet. Project Matanui Rising. Let me find out. Okay, it looks like YouTube channel's still down, unfortunately. But the like, if you haven't seen, actually, let me, I was gonna show off, but right, they don't have a channel. We'll show off some of Topang's videos because Topang's got some great stuff. They do real stop motion, which I love, and I love that they're using stop motion for it. But as someone who is now working on keying out the green screens and the arms that are holding things.
Tahu, we're supposed to protect Matoran. What if those riders
3D animation is real nice.
Come back, indeed. What do I have to gain by saving them? When I get out, Pterodax will see that I'm his most trusted lieutenant. He'll see!
Love it. But I will say, the stop motion looks good, and I appreciate those that have put the effort into it. All right, chat. Well, I think that's we're getting to the end of the stream here. We've done like an hour of React content. Thanks for those that stuck around. I realize that React content is not necessarily the focus of my channel, and I try not to do it too much, but for those that have hung out, appreciate it. Oh, thanks Haku for sending this to me. I looked it up on my own and I didn't even see the message until now. Yeah, so I guess some small updates for those that might have missed it early on. I'm currently spending a lot of my free time right now working on whatchamacallit, on the Schlibble behind the scenes stuff. I'm hoping to get that done soon, but there is a lot to do, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. So the problem is, the more fun I have with the video, the longer it takes, because the more I edit and tweak things. But I'm really enjoying it. A big part of what I'm enjoying about it is I get to explain my process and how much it connects with Bionicle, which is really fun. I get to just gush about Bionicle for like 40 minutes, which is cool. And I think there's parts of the script that I want to rewrite. now that I'm like in the editor's booth and I'm like, what am I supposed to show for this part of the script? Is this part of the script really
ToaLegend,
necessary?
I am disappointed in you. You've betrayed me.
Thanks, Tonio. I'll have fun just to spite Hafu Kojeb. But yeah, it's gonna be a long video. Look forward to about a 40-minute video. And then my hope is to get into an editing groove where I'm posting at least twice a month. I think twice a month is a feasible goal. And then when that happens, I'm hoping to bump up streams to at least twice a week. So lots of goals that I have in the upcoming future. If nothing else, look forward to the Schlobel behind the scenes. I think that's probably going to be the best video that I've made. I hope. It's been such a long time in the making. It might take a little bit longer to get out because even beyond just the editing and stuff, my goal is to hopefully send it to Schlatt before I have it go live, just to make sure, you know, he's okay with it. But also, if he wants to use it for content at all, I mean, I'm not gonna stop him. That sounds cool to me. But I'll probably basically send it to him, and then if he doesn't respond in like a week, then just upload it live. That's kind of my thought right now. But yeah. All right. Well, that's it for me, gamers. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I guess the other update while I'm trying to find someone to raid is I don't have a job right now, so things might be a little wacky, weird. So I can't promise any of my free time to anything in particular, but I'm still planning on having, you know, regular streams and regular content, hopefully regular uploads. So look forward to that. I actually don't know who to raid right now. I guess I will just raid Artisan Machines. All right, let's get a raid face on, everybody. As always, thank you guys for watching. You guys have been lovely. Northumbria. Not all raid Artisan Cheese. North Umbrella with long ships. Okay, I'm assuming this is a joke that I'm not getting because I'm a big. Okay, raiding Artisan Cheese. Thank you guys for watching. It was a longer stream today, but I had fun hanging out. Yeah. I already said what I was gonna do, so I'm now gonna go chug some Mountain Dew Baja Blast and edit a little bit more. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subs, and I'll be back next week with some more stream content. We might be doing a Minecraft build contest soon, because I want to give some more love to the Minecraft server. So you guys heard that first. I'll hopefully make an announcement soon. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone. Say hi to Artisan Cheese for me. Bye. Goodbye. Bye. And VOD watchers, love you to death. Let's look at what Artisan Cheese is doing.
We're good.
Die. Artisan Cheese is pretty cool for the VOD watchers. Just like chill. That was.
Gotcha.
I've never seen the finals, so. All right, well, VOD watchers, thanks for watching. Love you to death. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh.
To the rate of 5. Sorry, that was... Oh my god. Greatest combat medic who ever lived, baby. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it.
Alright, he just said thanks. I want to include that in the VOD because I'm paid. Alright, anyways. Come on, watchers. Talk to you later. Bye.